Okay. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It's been 3 weeks. It seems a long time ago to me.
It looks different outside.
Yes. Yeah, that's what it's snowing. It's beautiful. It's peaceful. So I'm glad to be back. This is my therapy as well. So I was looking forward to it. So December is the season for love and joy, I think, and appreciation. So my topic for today is about joy, but I like to say thank you for everyone watching on YouTube now or later. So, so the topic for today is joy, joy and happiness. So, what do you understand about joy and happiness? When do you feel joy? When do you feel happy?
All the time.
What makes you feel joy? What makes you feel happy? So that's when you feel happy, yes, when you're surrounded by loved ones. What else makes you feel happy and joyful?
Your spouse.
Your spouses, yes. I'm sure we should be able to churn them out like that, right? Yeah, having good grades make you feel joy and happy, and what else? There are so much to be joyful about.
Well, we got some good news about my daughter.
Yes, so we're expecting a grandchild. Yes. You're healing, so when you, okay, so you recovered from your sickness and you feel joyful in your new state of health. What else? Your pets, your children, your pets and your children.
No, I wasn't thinking about that. I have something more abstract, more soulful. I'm joyful when I sense God's presence in something.
Yes. So
when I resonate with a situation or a person or an image,
yeah,
that reminds me of something beautiful, eternally good.
Good. Yes.
That's what I'm doing.
Yes. So when I asked you the question, what makes you feel happy and joyful? You come up with a reason, right? Because of this, that I feel happy. Because of that I feel happy. So that means that happiness and joy has conditions. But does it really? Do we need to have those conditions to have joy and happiness? We don't.
You said I've lived all the time with conditions.
Yes. So, and it's the normal thing for everybody to think that we have to have this to feel happy. We have to have this to feel happy. If we don't have this, we are not happy. It's common. Everybody think like that. Yes. Right. But true joy and happiness doesn't need condition. That is when we have that happiness in this present moment, when we have nothing, literally nothing, an emptiness. The emptiness here is the deep meaning of emptiness, not just empty, right? The
empty of condition.
Yes, empty of condition. So the true joy that we can cultivate within ourselves is without condition.
No honesty, no vulnerability.
No.
True joy without condition.
But mindfulness meditation helps us to have that. Because mindfulness meditation is when we, bring the awareness to our inner beings in the present moment. And when you sit in that state or stand or lay down in that state of mind when you meditate. You can feel joy without anything.
I felt peace many times, but
Yeah.
not necessarily.
But peace, if I think joy and peace are related. Yes, yeah, because you can't feel joy when you don't feel peace. When you feel, is that such a word, unpeaceful? But when you're not feeling peace, you can't be happy, I don't think. Those two emotions cannot exist together. Can it?
What's the antagonist word? What's the antonym of
Discomfort, maybe, or restlessness. Yes.
That's the one. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. So when you are restless, you can't be happy or joyful.
Chaos. Right?
Chaos. Yes. Yeah. So when we do, when we think about joy, how do we take ourselves from the normal way of thinking that in order to have joy, we have to have this? So how do we take ourselves from conditioned happiness to unconditioned happiness? It takes practice. It really does. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
right now I'm like, wow, you just fire some neurons in my brain that it's a path that I've never used that.
Right.
Regard meditating upon things.
Yeah, but really, what we want for ourselves is joy without condition, happiness without condition. Yeah. So mindfulness meditation practice will take us there. If we don't practice, we won't get there. And when we practice mindfulness meditation, bringing ourselves back to the present moment, and in this absolute present moment when we have nothing else, nothing, just time, space, and us, and air, and we can be in the absolute state of joy, and we can feel that joy, then that is when we are successful as creating joy for ourselves. Okay, we create joy for ourselves. There's a saying from a monk I listened to on TED Talk, and she mentioned someone else saying this, that happiness and unhappiness are states of the mind, right? They are the states of the mind, and therefore the causes of happiness and unhappiness cannot be found outside of the mind. But that's deep. That's very deep, right? Right. So, so outside of the mind is the circumstances, the condition outside of the mind. That doesn't determine the happiness and unhappiness in our mind at all. It doesn't. I mean, you can be amongst the beautiful scenes, on the beach or whatever, surrounded with a lot of people, being happy, laughing, music and this, and you can still not be happy, right? So the condition outside is inside our mind. But having said that, sometimes there are conditions when it still arises from our internal body, where we're talking about hormones and things inside our body that affect our emotions. And sometimes we can't control that so much. And we need to, but now, kids who are born with abnormalities in certain organs, right? The pituitary, the hypothalamus, the adrenals, and their bodies cannot produce enough these hormones that help them to feel happy. So they can't be happy. It's not that they don't want to, but it's still arising from within our body. And we can use medical tools to help them to get there. But when they get there, then they can start cultivate their own state of happiness and joy. Yeah. But so lately I've looked into quantum physics a little bit on quantum physics and what it relates to. Quantum physics is down to the level of the electrons, right?
It's beautiful.
It's down to the level of the atoms and the electron in our cells. And
we are made of.
yes,
Energy.
So that's how we connect with the universe. That's how we connect. We are connected with the universe through our own electrons and atoms. The oscillation of these, the atoms and the electrons in our bodies are constantly moving. And
it's all electricity.
It is all electricity. And and this is all based on research and science, and right, that show that if you think about something, that, and then you constantly thinking about that thing all the time, eventually it will manifest. It can take different length of time for different people to manifest that.
We're working on the lottery.
So if you keep thinking about that, winning the lottery, I'm winning. I win the lottery.
It's funny. Look at you. You have the side, the goofy side, and then I'm the very heavy side. Not the heavy, but I'm so. Actually, what you just said, it goes so much in sync with what I'm studying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm studying. I'm studying the Taoism with the divine feminine and divine negative, divine masculine, and it's all electricity and attraction and repelling, and it's a dance of, like you said, oscillating dance. So, and here comes on the left side, it's like you have the balance, the balance, and you have the goofy and the serious guy, the person.
Yeah.
In the middle, balancing us.
Yeah, but it's true though. It's true. Yeah, it will manifest, and so people who keep thinking negatively, they can't get out of that cycle because things would manifest.
I've been there in the bucket. I call it in the bucket.
Yeah,
it's a bucket that no matter how I try to climb it,
climb out. Yeah, you can't climb out. You got to change that, and it's the same with joy and happiness.
And
right?
Conditioning wise, you always think that someone else will save you. Nobody. They don't even understand what you're going through. Right. You have to rise up.
Right. Yeah. But
otherwise, you stay in the bucket.
Yeah. So. What you think manifests, just think about that. So if you want your life to be joyful, you think about joy all the time. You don't think about negative thing. So of course, when we think about things that we want in our life, we always want the good things. Nobody wants the bad things, right? Yeah. Nobody. So through the research, they say, okay, don't think about what you don't want. Don't think about what you don't want. Just think about what you want. But that what you want has to be the positive thing, not negative thing, right? Because we all want good things. So instead of so if you say, I don't want, give me an example of what you don't want.
Well, you have fear of not getting a good grade.
Yeah, like for example,
not getting what?
Fear of not getting a good grade.
Yeah. So don't think about, I don't want to get bad grade. Yeah. You think, I want to get good grade. Yeah. Okay, because the don't want is the negative, and the want is a positive. So you keep thinking positively.
I am going to win that.
I bring a parallel
Huh?
since I'm trying doing therapy, online therapy about like
Keep falling short on
relationships,
that.
right?
Yeah.
That's what my focus is. I want to become
Yeah.
the best version of myself. They
Yeah.
also say in a relationship, don't focus on the other person. Of course, he's doing or she's doing
Yeah.
things that bother you and also praiseworthy, good.
Yeah.
Don't focus telling the other person,
Right.
oh, you're not doing this or you're not fulfilling this
Yeah.
within the house chores or whatever,
Yeah.
relationship. Focus on what they're doing positive, even if
Right.
that little thing is the minimum.
Minimum. Yeah.
Focus on that instead of, and
Yeah.
you'll see it growing
Right.
and balancing the
Mhm.
negative in your mind at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But we are humans, and
Oh, yeah.
you know, there will be moment in time when we say, "Oh, we are human." You know, we're not God. We're not Buddhas or Bodhisattvas or saints. You know, so we are allowed to do this because we are humans. But then it's just an excuse not to raise above that. I think we can practice and raise above that negative human aspect that we all have, right? It's in every of us, I think. It's in every of us. But we also have the positive side, the good seeds that we can develop and grow. So, yeah. So with that, I just want to, summarize all of that to the one thing is that joy depends on us. Joy relies on us, and we can build up the joy without condition. But that takes practice. That takes a lot of work on our thinking process. Yeah.
I'm in the midst of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It never made sense to me when I was listening to therapists online.
Yeah.
They would say,
Mm-hmm.
don't look for someone else.
Uh-huh.
Don't think that if you're going to have a partner, a potential husband, you don't want to get married because he wants to make you happy.
Yeah.
That might come.
Yeah.
I mean, it comes naturally.
Yeah.
No, be in the position for you to be happy, and then things align for
Yes.
you.
Right.
It never made sense, but
Yeah.
it's starting to make sense because of what you're just saying right now.
Yeah. But I mean, I was there.
So I'm grateful for what you're saying because for me it was very abstract. Like I said, I lived 48 years of my life thinking, being wired mentally and conditioned behaviorally that happiness comes, like we said at the beginning, from children, from husband, from comfort, from good things, you being useful in life, and it comes back, reciprocation. Reciprocation.
Yeah. I mean, years ago, before I practiced mindfulness meditation, if I didn't have my children home at the holidays, I would feel sad.
That's where I am.
I would feel sad. I said, my happiness depends on the fact that my children have to come home.
That's where I am.
At the holidays, and if they're not home with me, they're with their dad, then I feel sad. But now I feel like, I shouldn't make my children be. Well, of course, I feel really happy. Yeah. So don't make them feel guilty that mom is feeling sad because I'm not there either.
But that gives us joy.
Hey, wait a minute! I have something to say on this. It's so true. It's amen to what you're saying. It almost brings tears because I thought I'm the only one that thinks that way, and I am aware that is wrong, but I can't help it.
Right.
I can't help it. Like the sadness is still there. Why? Because I'm alone, and there is nobody to reciprocate or give a little bit of hope or a little bit of. So I'm aware that I put guilt. They feel it. They sense it. They stay away from me. No, it's true.
It's true.
It's
very
true.
Yes.
So I'm very grateful. I'm sure that being online might help someone else. That's why I'm opening up, not because I just want to say it. but because it's true.
But I also learned that just because I'm happy when my children are not here at the holiday, it doesn't mean that I don't love them. It doesn't mean that I don't miss them. It doesn't. Now, just because I'm happy, and they are probably won't be, they will be more happy seeing that I'm happy and balanced.
The truth, I think, is
Right.
as you're a parent and children grow into adulthood, your joy is the fact that they're independent.
Yeah, I mean,
And
as
they live
long
their
as they're
lives.
happy,
Yeah.
I'm happy wherever they are.
I'm very
Right?
proud
Yeah.
when I see them doing things on their own, and
Yeah.
wow, they have discernment.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
don't have to. I don't have that worry that they don't have discernment.
Yeah.
They develop it. So,
Yeah, it's easy to get into that mindset when I used to think, oh my God, my children, they rather spend time with their friends,
Right.
and
I'm
why
right
don't
there.
why don't they come home and
Oh.
spend time with me when they have the time? And
That's me
I
right
used to
now.
think
I'm
like
in
that.
that bucket.
But now I said, fly
And-
far, fly high.
Well,
You
girls,
go.
please good news. One day, I will reject you. I will be like, please don't come. But
just
I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
I am medium there.
I know. I just say,
medium
I didn't have the opportunity to fly the worlds and explore the worlds. My children can now. Go. I'm good, So, it's just everybody's happy in the end. But I have to learn through that, I was there before. So.
It's a sore bucket. Sorry if I, shed a tear or two, but it's a sore bucket. It's a little bit of a pitiful one, You kind of have a lot of self-pity on yourself, but then eventually you go to sleep, a new day is coming, and you rise up and you have new hope.
Yes.
But then you kind of, as evening comes, you find yourself alone with your pets only, and you're like, oh gosh, you're in the bucket again. You were there, right?
Yeah, I was there, but now I'm but it took me a long time to work on my mind, on my thinking process, and be at peace and be happy for my children to be able to do that. Okay, well. Well, with that, let us practice mindfulness meditation, focusing on cultivating joy in this present moment. Okay, so let's assume a position where you feel comfortable. You can sit with your legs straightened or crossed, or you can lay down just like Laura. And I'd like to invite you to take a few deep breaths in and out. Slow and deep. Bring your awareness back to this moment and return to yourself. Return to this present moment and follow your breaths in and out. Deep breath in and slow breath out. Make sure that your out breath is longer than your in breath. After a few deep breaths in and out, hopefully you will feel yourself more relaxed. You may start to feel the muscles on your forehead your cheeks, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your back, your legs start to relax and soften, and letting go. I invite you to start exploring your feelings right now in this present moment. Deep breaths in, slow breaths out. As you follow your thoughts and your feelings, you can say it out within your mind what you feel. For example, you can say, I feel loved. I feel happy. I feel anxious if you feel anxious. I feel peace. And once you recognize and acknowledge your feelings, and you have more awareness of your state of mind right now, whether it's negative, positive, happy, unhappy, acknowledge and recognize them. Deep breaths in and out. If you have any negative feelings or unhappiness, the next phase is the nurturing phase, where you start to say some loving sentences to yourself. Say something like, I see you. I see the unhappiness that is within me. I see the worries. I see the frustration. And with each of my out breaths, I'm letting go of those negative emotions. It's almost seeing them off with love. Let go of them with love. Now return to yourself. Now that you've cleared out all the negative emotions and thoughts, you have created a vast space ready to receive loving, positive feelings and thoughts. In this present moment, I feel joy just to be with myself. I appreciate this very present moment surrounded by love. I feel so happy with each of my breaths. I'm on my path of exploring who I am. I am happy. I am at peace. I am filled with love. I am filled with confidence. I am patient. I am compassionate. I am useful. My life is purposeful. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. This present moment, I am so thankful that I am alive. I feel joyful for this opportunity to live on earth. I am open to all the life lessons that come into my life. Deep breathing in, slowly breathing out. As I sit here in this present moment, returning to myself, I feel the utmost happiness without condition. I enjoy being me. I love the person that I am. I appreciate that God and my parents create me the way that I am. I feel every single cell within my body is full of life. With each of my breaths, I nurture the seed of happiness that is within me. I visualize the seed of happiness growing and growing. I see it blooming. I see it giving me energy, preparing me for the life that is in front of me. So when I step out in the world, I can walk with confidence and purpose. For the next few minutes, I invite you to meditate on your own in silence. Return to this present moment. Return to this body. Return to this breath. Bring your awareness to your sensation, all the senses. Follow your breaths in and out. And do a quick body scan from the top of your head down to the tip of your toes. See how your body feels. Open your eyes. That was almost nearly half an hour there. Yes. No, I think it's about 25 minutes. Yeah. Snow is coming down heavier now.
6 inches today.
Huh?
4 to 6 inches.
4 to 6 inches. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very, very softly.
Yes. Yeah,
Calmly, calmly.
Yeah.
Judy and I had the best seats.
Yes, you do. You
Yeah.
have good view.
Yeah. All right. We can do some massage. Yeah. Massage our eyes, the face, and head. We haven't done this in a while. Yeah. Just self-care. We can massage our head and ears. Wake up all the tiny nerve endings, right? You can massage the neck and the shoulder, the upper back, the arms. Oh yes, it's falling. Twist and turn. Wake up all the muscles. Bend. Stand up and move our legs before we go for walking meditation. Yeah. Okay. You can do free movement with your arms and legs. Swing if you want to swing. Yeah. There's a 5 Tibetan rites. I don't know if Judy, are you still doing the 5 Tibetan rites? So
back pain, I do it for 3-4 days in a row. Stop.
yeah. So the five Tibetan rites you can look up on YouTube. Just 5 movement, and you do that every day. It only takes about 5 to 7 minutes
I skip
to
the
go
first one,
through
the spinning.
the spinning. Yeah,
I skip the
but I do feel difference. You know, just like you said, a few days of doing it,
Yeah.
I feel better because it somehow it reset your chakras doing those 5 movements. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Because of that, my back pain is gone.
Yeah.
Back pain is more than
Yeah.
doing that exercise for 4 months. I don't have to go to the doctors or chiropractor anymore.
But you only do it once.
I did
Only
it,
once, right?
And only for step. The first one I skipped it because they asked you to spin like this 20.
You feel dizzy.
I feel dizzy. I fall off after the 8 or 9.
But
How
let's.
many times do you have to do it? Only
21 times per group.
No. How many times does 5 Tibetan ride? Once a day? Or
Once a
in the
day.
morning,
I do only
evening?
once a day.
Only once a day,
And
and
waking or in the evening?
it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter anytime 5 Tibetan, but
right before I get to bed.
but
Oh,
you don't.
so you do it in the evening? Before
Yeah.
Right before I get to the bed, I just do that and then go to bed and sleep.
Yeah, but you don't have to do 21 times per movement. You can do less and slowly build up to the maximum of 21. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure what the secret behind the number 21 is, but it's the movement that the Tibetan monks for thousands of years ago come up.
7 is called the divine number,
Mhm.
and 3 is also a holy number.
Mhm.
So 7 times 21, I guess it's like a very strong.
Yeah.
I think at the time my problem was my L2
Uh-huh.
deteriorated from the X-ray.
Yeah.
The doctor said nothing.
Yeah.
Because you can see it's darkened. You're gonna break.
Yeah.
And I did that for 4 months in a row, every single day. I was so scared. That doctor said, "Well, you have to do exercise only."
So the blood flow, it's.
Uh-huh.
And then the movement of the
blood flow.
You move a lot of spinal movement in that movement.
Yeah.
A lot of spinal.
A lot of yeah.
After 4 months, it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gone. It's worked really well.
Yeah.
I still do it.
Right. Okay. So let's do a few rounds of walking meditation, listening to the bell, working on our breaths and our mind at the same time. Okay. Feel joyful as we walk. Okay. Ready? Okay. Here you go. one more circle. Okay. Now we can share our experience for today's session. How does everybody feel about the practice after 3 weeks of not being here? Yeah, a lot of positive. Yes.
What finals do you have?
Another class, health success,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm most worried about math. But helped a lot to enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm working towards something, and
Yeah.
I'm studying, and I'm doing my best. So
Yes.
see what comes out of it.
Yeah. Oftentimes we worry too much. We don't realize that we know a lot. That it's all here. But like when I was younger, it was like that too. When you study, you know you can do those maths problem easy. You know, you can, you know, like the homework, right? The homework, you go through those maths problem, no problem at all, right? But whenever you go to the exam, you think it's something really out there, nothing that we didn't learn before. But actually, it's all about the things that we've learned and the things that we practiced by doing the homework. And so you go, oh, it's the same thing that I've been doing. And it will come back. So just,
Well, the other thing is true about life, right? So as I think back on my academics, the courses I had the most difficulty with, like statistics in graduate school or civil procedure in law school, you end up doing that all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like
yeah,
don't worry so much about grades.
yeah,
You need to obviously pass,
yeah,
but life is going to give you lots of practice in these areas.
mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
It's available to my youngest one as well.
Oh, really?
Actually, more than my oldest. Don't worry about your grades.
Yeah,
It's all right. It's not the
Yeah.
most important thing in life.
no,
It's just a small pebble you have
Yeah.
to
yeah,
build up.
yeah. I mean, so as parents, we always want our children to get good grades, but you know, grades are not everything. Happiness of the children, yeah. As long as they
do
make,
your best.
yeah, do your best,
And if
yeah,
you fail one little thing, that's the best thing for the future.
Like
Yeah.
Mr. Hall said, I did nursing also. I remember one test, and I do remember when I had the same anxiety, but now looking back in time, I don't remember those tests. I don't remember those worries anymore. I don't
Yeah.
even remember the tests that I
Yeah.
had to go
Yeah.
through.
The other thing that's true about being in school, right? It's like when you get to the end of the semester, you have this nightmare that there's this class you never went to.
Yes. Oh, I had
And you're like,
Yes,
oh,
I
oh
emailed my
gosh.
advisor to check that I was on track. She's like, you're are all good, but I feel like I'm missing something.
My schedule's a bit confusing
Uh-huh.
because they put an extra class for the teacher that I've never met before when I was supposed to have and they took away one teacher from this semester.
Yeah.
So now I have to go down to the office to figure out what's going on because
What
I
teacher
thought
should
it
I have been with?
Yeah,
What test am I taking?
they switched out
And
one
they
teacher.
told her not to that class.
Yeah, they told me I didn't need that class at the beginning of the school year, so they took me out of it.
Do you remember
Oh.
which one was?
Yeah, it was English comp. It was extra English, and they told me I didn't need that, so they took me out of it. And then they put me in it for a second semester, extra English.
Mhm.
I didn't have it this semester.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's when you start to enjoy the study and let go of the anxiety, that's when you flourish. I think that at least it happens to me because, when I was younger, my sister she's brilliant, right? Very intelligent. She always got the top mark, right? In Vietnam, they would rank the student, if the class of 40 students, they would rank 1 to 40.
In Romania, the same way.
The same.
Actually, the whole
From-
school, there was
yeah.
number one student per school.
Yeah. So from
Okay.
kindergarten up, every grade, from kindergarten to 12th grade,
Every month I got the report.
every month you are ranked.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too in
Bas-
Romania. The
and-
girls are aware, especially even because I would tell her. Remember, I would tell her.
But
that they
then
would be very all the time rated.
my sister was always number one every time. And then me, I would be number 5, number 6 in the class all the time. And I know, but for my parents, this is not good enough, right?
Because the
So
standard was
yeah,
established by your sister.
yeah, my
already.
sister is number one. Oh God! So I was always anxious. Oh, I'm not going to get number one. So, but I don't think my parents put pressure on me. It's just me putting pressure on me because I just think I have to be like my sister all the time. So comparison, there's psychology to that comparison. They call comparison trap in this course that I'm doing right now. But it's not until I let go of that, and I let go of that.
Of anxiety and
Yeah.
stress comparison.
Dr.
Yeah.
Grant just took a class and she
So-
got an A+.
I don't know. I just passed my peptide certification exam with a 96% score. So, but I got that
So you
behind
see?
me. Yeah. So
You are
And
now I'm not.
close to your sister, right?
and let me tell you, that
No,
wasn't
that's-
easy because she's been studying.
I'm studying all the time, but so I need to get that for my new cellular medicine clinic. But yeah, but like I said, I didn't let go until I was in my 8th or 9th grade. Then I just said, okay, I'm just doing it for myself. I'm not thinking
Not
about what
catching
my
up with
sister
my
is doing.
sister,
Yes,
yes.
yeah,
But that actually encouraged you to be better
Mm.
when you just look up to your sister. That's how I was.
yeah.
When you see that, you just try harder. You see that you want to be
Not
there.
for me. No, I'm not there.
It's good if you're not having the anxiety
Yeah,
or
so there are
worry or
different
yeah, sadness.
personalities. I'm not
Yeah.
there. For me, comparison brings a
Mhm.
lot of stress, anxiety,
yeah,
pressure, because I already have it in me.
Well,
I
Yeah.
don't need extra.
Right.
I think I'm maybe more from parent aspect, how they talk to you about it. For me, when I compare to my sister, same thing. Just always number 111. I was 111 too, but then someone I go down to 3, and then one month I was sick for the whole half month, and then I get down to the 19 because I was really home. I was sick really badly. I cannot go to school. I cry a lot. I was in the 19 that month, but I missed school 2 weeks long.
yeah.
So all the exam that in that 2 weeks, I did not have anything.
Mm.
What
And
grade were you, remember?
I was third grader.
Third?
Yeah. And then my sister like 4, she's only like 1 year older. And I went home and cried. And then my parents always encouraged me like, you did good too. And then because you were sick, you know. And then I look up to my sister and say, oh, she's only good in math. I'm not like her, you know. So she teach me, she helped me, and then I know the trick or something. Basically,
Your parents were very, very sensitive towards you because they already noticed that you were already having ambition on your own. You had enough, how do you say, enough strength of ambition, enough ambition, you know, within yourself. You were born with it, with that. And so they tried to make it, soften it. They were trying. But then there are the other kids that are a little bit less ambition, lazy oriented, and then the parents pounce on them, you know, and they just absolutely kill the yeah.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. So
I was
yeah.
lucky that my parents not like that. My sister that way. I can be that way, but then I was not like
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
Like I said, I was already born with enough, how do you say, self-criticism, enough perfectionism in me. Nobody had to tell me anything.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to compare myself. I didn't have the ambition to compare myself with anyone. I always like to be in my own league.
Yeah.
I'm always that way. I'm always like, how do you call those people? I don't know, free spirits or whatever. Like I don't want to compare myself with anyone.
Yeah.
It brings a lot of because I was studying myself. First of all, it brought jealousy. I'm like, oh, and I don't like to be jealous. I don't like to have negative feelings towards others. I like you know, all-encompassing acceptance. That's how I was, and I'm like, this is not good.
Yeah.
So I'm different. People are different, right? Everyone is different.
Yeah.
Some people, I'm sure, they thrive in competitions, and I think boys, if I'm not trying to make it gender oriented, but I think boys cope a little bit better with competition. They understand. They let the emotions out of it, right? It's all about like, hey, it's fair game. Let's compete. And then at the end, they shake hands and they say, we're over. No, it's not like that. That's in my imagination. All right. Then thank you for putting me on reality.
I don't know.
Probably stronger. Competitiveness is probably stronger.
Really?
I think so. I see in my classmates, boys.
Yeah,
I thought boys go a little bit easier on competition and on emotions.
It's
Like
a
they don't develop jealousy. They don't develop much.
I mean,
They do, but they don't show it out. I don't know.
It's the same thing. So it's not gender related. It's just
About how the surrounding
family a lot. Family.
In my law practice, I see a lot of that.
Based on insecurity.
Based upon many factors, mostly tracing back to how they were raised.
That's why in my culture they say 7 years. The first 7 years of life, they're absolutely
Important.
the most important.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm saying this, I'm thinking about domestic violence situations.
Right. What they saw, parent relationship.
Yeah. So is everybody feel more joyful after the practice today?
Yeah.
Yes? Yeah, more joyful?
And
I
even
see
more
Eden
joyful
smiling
because
more.
there's going to be snacks right after.
So that's how we go forward, right?
This class to me, it was, I would say out of all the classes, I just want to let you know, it has the most personal, 100% personal impact.
Oh, thank you.
It fed me, I'm trying to say. Like all the classes fed me, but this particular class, I don't think I will ever forget.
Oh.
Because, and I'll tell you why, because the revelation I had, I told you, I've been conditioned all my life. I'm 48 years old, and all my life I've been living with the condition that happiness is something that you surround yourself, it comes from outside in.
Right,
It's
right.
never that homeostasis that you have regardless of what's happening around you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a fight, right?
Yeah.
Life is always like,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
So
yeah.
I'm receiving what you're saying.
Yeah.
I've listened to other podcasts, you know, on YouTube about
Yeah.
self-growth, and I'm always about that.
Yeah.
But it didn't sync with me a lot.
Uh-huh.
But what you said today, how do I say this? It kind of like opened the door, you know, it's like on my
Yeah.
mind,
Uh-huh.
you know.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad it did for
You know,
you.
sometimes information comes, you store it, but it doesn't make sense yet. You can't
Right.
use it.
Right.
It's there, but it doesn't make a difference in your life.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling what you just said today, it just opened the door for me.
Yeah.
When you just said that regardless, we should be in that state of peace, that
Yes.
state of happiness,
Uh-huh.
because it's just not conditioned.
Right. Yeah.
Thank
So
you
we
for that.
practice.
So what
Yeah.
she does is like a button flick open.
That's
Yeah,
exactly how
quite
I felt.
often.
I'm receiving it. Before I was storing it, but now receiving it in the heart. Because you know how it is. It's the mind and the heart. If there is no connection,
Right.
information stays in the mind, but if it doesn't go to the heart,
Right.
that's when it goes to the heart. It makes a difference in
Yeah.
your life or in other people's
Right.
life. Other than that, it just stays there.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it happens.
You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
We have a lot of things stored here, but they don't go down here.
Yeah.
So it's quick now.
It's clicking now. Yeah.
Clicking now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's for every one of us. I mean, we always learn and searching and you know, what was it? Building up our knowledge base. But in my faith, we believe, like Judy and I are the same faith.
Tell me a lot.
We believe that there is one person or two, not more than that, in our lives who are actually spiritual, you know, spiritually connected to us enough that can open certain doors for us, right?
So if I understand correctly, so throughout the lifespan of a human being, what you were trying to say is that comes the divine, right? Or life brings one person or two mentors, spiritual or mind or heart mentors that make a difference in your life.
Right.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, the same
like
with
soulmates.
Yeah, soulmate.
The same concept of soulmates.
Soulmate, yeah.
That's what usually the Western culture they call it soulmates.
Yeah.
They say you can have one or two.
Yeah.
That absolutely they shift.
And it doesn't take a lot of teaching, to me anyway. This is my experience. You know, I would, from a very young age, I would go to the temple wherever I moved to. Different state I moved to, I would go to the temple. I would listen to the Dharma talk. But I didn't flourish until I met my master in San Jose now is the one, and he didn't have to say a lot to me either. Not long Dharma talk, nothing. Few sentences and it clicked. That's it. And then I just, you know, it's like
I feel towards you know, I'm like, wow. I'm like, I've been listening to this in all kinds of religious, spiritual encounters, you know. Yeah. And I got the message mentally, but it didn't click. It didn't open the heart. It takes probably.
Well, just it.
The
sometimes
divine
just
arranges it.
Yeah. Oh, words. But anyway, thank you. I am not sure how turn that off. How? Huh? Are we done? We're still going. Okay. Well, with that, I just want to conclude this session, and I wish everybody here and online watching a very joyous, happy, loving holiday season. Yeah, lots of peace, and enjoy the beautiful snowy weather.
When do you back on the air?
I will be here next Saturday. We will close for the Christmas and New Year, so everybody can be at home. Yeah, and spend time with the family. After the New Year, yeah. So I think that will be the 9th, right, or the 10th.
Yes, I think
Yeah.
it's the 10th.
Yeah. Okay.